Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make this delicious, silky smooth, and out of this world no-bake lemon cheesecake. It has a delicious buttery cookie base, a very simple lemon cheesecake filling, and then it is topped with my homemade lemon curd. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is prepare the cookie base. I have here 150 grams of graham crackers. You can use any of your favorite cookies. I'm going to throw that into a Ziploc bag and then use a rolling pin to crush it up until it is nice and fine. You can also do this in a food processor to make this process faster. Now once it's nice and crushed up, I'm going to transfer this into a medium-sized bowl, and then into that I'm going to add in some melted butter. Now for some reason I forgot to hit record when I added in that butter, but you have to just add in some butter and give this a mix. You can start with your quarter cup and then add up to 2 more tablespoons if the mixture looks dry. Now we're going to transfer this into our pan. I have here an 8-inch cake ring that I lined with parchment paper onto the sides with the help of some butter, and then I placed that onto a serving plate. You can also use a springform pan instead. Make sure the ring is centered, and then you're going to add on all of the cookie mixture. Use the bottom of a clean glass to press it down. You can also use your fingers if that's easier for you. Make sure it's nice and even, and then we're going to pop this in the fridge while we make the rest of the components. In a small microwave-safe bowl, I'm going to add in some cold water. Do not use hot water for this step. And then I'm going to sprinkle on some gelatin powder. I use gelatin to set all of my no-bake cheesecakes. It's one small, cheap ingredient that makes the biggest difference. You don't want to do this without gelatin, otherwise it's going to be an entire mess, and trust me, I've tried it. It's so much easier if you just use gelatin. And now in a separate large bowl, I'm going to add in some cream cheese. Make sure to use full-fat cream cheese for this recipe. Give this a mix just with your spatula to make sure it's nice and soft and smooth. Now here comes the flavoring. For the lemon flavor, we're going to be using fresh lemon zest and lemon juice. Once you've added that in, give this a good mix until everything is fully incorporated. If lemons are in season, do not use bottled lemon juice. Fresh lemon juice is going to give you the best lemon flavor. If lemons are not in season and you really want to make this cheesecake, you can also use a few drops of lemon extract as well as a little bit of bottled lemon juice. Not as much as in the recipe. You do want to make sure to reduce the amount. Now we're going to set this aside, and in a separate medium-sized bowl, I'm going to whip together heavy whipping cream, also known as double cream, and powdered sugar. I'm going to whip this on medium-high speed using an electric hand mixer. You can also do this with a stand mixer or even a whisk. Just remember that it will take longer if you use a whisk. Now I'm adding in the powdered sugar. I like to add it in 2 batches, but it really doesn't matter. I'm going to continue whipping this on medium-high speed until soft peaks form. This process takes about 4 to 5 minutes. If you love no-bake cheesecakes as much as I do, then you have to try my other recipes. I will leave a link to those in the description box below. As you can see here, this is not soft peaks. The cream is still really liquidy, so we're going to continue beating for another 2 to 3 minutes. This is what soft peaks should look like. They're going to form peaks, but it's going to be very soft and fall over. What we're going to do next is fold this whipped cream into the cream cheese mixture from earlier in 2 or 3 batches. Just add it in and then use a spatula to fold gently. You don't want to be too rough while doing this because you don't want to get rid of all of that air that we just incorporated into the cream. This is going to make the cheesecake so soft and fluffy. Now the cheesecake mixture is almost done. All we have to do is add in the gelatin. Remember the gelatin from earlier that we set aside to bloom? Well, you're going to place that in the microwave for about 30 seconds until it is fully melted like this, and then let it cool down for 5 minutes. Add in about 2 tablespoons of the cream cheese mixture and give that a mix. If you don't have a microwave, you can also place the bowl of gelatin, the bloom gelatin, in a bowl of hot water to get that to melt. Now once you give that a mix, bring this cheesecake mixture back, and we're going to pour the gelatin into it. Gently fold everything together until all of the ingredients are fully combined and the cheesecake filling is ready to go. Take your cookie base out of the fridge, and we're going to add on the cheesecake filling. You want to get every single last bit of it. Don't waste any of this. And now to level the top, I found that using a spatula is really difficult because of the cake ring. So all you want to do is tightly hold onto the sides and just jiggle it around like this. Be very gentle. Now you're going to chill this for at least 6 hours or up to overnight for the best results. It is now the next day, so let's finish up this cheesecake. I know it takes a long time, but all you have to do is wait a little bit and you get the most amazing cheesecake. Carefully remove the cake ring or the sides of your springform pan and then peel away the parchment paper. Using parchment paper gives you the neatest layers ever. Now for the topping, I'm using my homemade lemon curd. The recipe for this is available both on my YouTube channel and my blog. I will leave a link to that in the description box below. I'm adding about 3/4 cup and then just spreading it out. I like to let it drip just a little bit on the sides just because it looks so cute. And then let's move on to the whipped cream. For the whipped cream, I just beat up some heavy whipping cream and some powdered sugar until stiff peaks form. You can even use store-bought whipped cream or even cream chantilly. I added that into a piping bag fitted with a regular star tip and just piped about 12 swirls all around the cheesecake. A quick tip to get the perfect number of swirls is to start with these 4 points that I did first, and then you can add in 2 or 3 in between depending on the size of your swirls. This will give you the perfect amount of swirls for each slice. Now, if you're too lazy or you just don't want to make the lemon curd, you can definitely just top this cheesecake with some whipped cream and it's ready to go. But I really recommend that you make this lemon curd because it adds so much flavor and texture. Now, to finish this up, I'm going to add in these half lemon slices in between each swirl, and I also threw on some blueberries that I had on hand. And there you have it, folks. This delicious no-bake lemon cheesecake is ready to go. It is silky, smooth, buttery, creamy, rich, delicious. It is everything that you would want in a cheesecake. And if you're a lemon lover, you are going to absolutely adore this cheesecake. I highly recommend that you add on that lemon curd. It adds this perfect amount of tanginess as well as sweetness to the cheesecake. And also, using gelatin just ensures that your cheesecake sets up firm. I mean, you don't want to do all of that hard work and end up with a runny cheesecake. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe to the Food Flamingo for more easy and delicious recipes just like this one. Like the video if you liked it and comment down below if you tried this recipe or if there's anything else you'd like me to make. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out all of my other cheesecake recipes. I will leave all of those in the description box below. Thanks for watching again and see you next time.